Welcome to Mary and Mike English Channel. If you go to a food court in a mall today, you might lose your money, your seat, or your reputation if you don't know these three things.
That's right. We're showing you why even advanced speakers fail to order correctly when the music is loud, and the one thing almost every tourist does that will actually embarrass you.
Plus, stay with us until the very end because we're sharing three phrases that even fluent English learners say incorrectly.
We even have a survival recap halfway through, so don't go anywhere. Hello, everyone. I'm Mike.
And I'm Mary.
Today, we're following Mark and Jesse at a food court in a local mall.
But before we start the story, I have two questions for you. If you can answer these, you are ready for Canada.
Question 1. If someone says, "Excuse me, where's the washroom?" do you know what they are actually asking for?
Question 2. What is the one thing almost every tourist does wrong at a food court that will actually embarrass you the moment you do it?
We aren't giving you the answers yet. Stay with us until the end of this episode to find out if you were right. Okay, let's begin.
Mark just arrived in Canada, and he's about to face his biggest challenge ever.
The lunch rush.
It's a Saturday afternoon. The mall is packed. Families are chatting, friends are laughing, kids are running around. The smell of burgers, fresh fries, pizza, coffee, grilled chicken, and baked bread fills the air.
Everyone is hungry, and everyone wants food right now.
Mark and Jesse are walking toward the food court.
Wow, this place is massive. What exactly is a food court?
Think of it as many restaurants all together in one place. Every restaurant has its own menu, but everyone shares a seating area in the middle. Okay, Mark. Time to choose.
I really don't know what to choose. So many options.
Okay, let me help you. Choice 1, the Asian corner. They have stir fry, dim sum, and sushi.
That looks healthy.
But the line is so long.
Line.
A line means the people waiting for something. In Canada and many other countries, you'll often hear the word line. In the UK, people usually say queue. Different word, same meaning. Choice 2, the Burger Shack. It's classic. You can get onion rings or poutine on the side.
Poutine? What is that?
Fries with cheese curds and gravy. A Canadian classic. If you've never tried poutine, you're in for something very Canadian. Crispy fries. Fresh cheese curds. Rich brown gravy.
It sounds very heavy.
You might want a second order, or maybe a nap afterward. And your next choice, the juice and salad bar, smoothies, and wraps.
I want something classic.
Let's do the burgers.
Decision made.
Quick vocabulary. A food court is a large eating area inside places like shopping malls or airports. Instead of just one restaurant, you have lots of different restaurants all in the same place. That means you and your friends don't all have to eat the same food.
One person can order sushi.
Another can order burgers.
Someone else can grab a salad.
Then everyone sits together at the same table.
That's one of the best things about a food court. And notice that Mark said, "Let's do the burgers."
Native speakers often use "let's do" when they decide on a restaurant, a plan, or an activity.
For example, let's do pizza tonight.
Let's do coffee after work.
Let's do breakfast first.
It's short, natural, and extremely common.
But ordering the food is where the real challenge begins.
And trust us, things are about to get very interesting.
Okay, Mark has made his choice.
He's feeling confident.
But now comes the part that surprises almost every English learner.
Ordering when everything around you is loud.
You know the words.
But can you understand the person behind the counter?
Let's find out.
Mark and Jesse walk toward the counter.
The lunch rush is in full swing.
Trays are moving.
Cash registers are beeping.
People are chatting.
Someone drops a fork.
Music is playing. It's really noisy. They walk up to the counter. It is very loud.
Next, what can I get for you?
Could I have a burger, please?
Is that a combo?
Sorry?
Mark, use your survival phrases.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
I said, is that a combo?
A combo means you get the drink and fries with the burger for one price.
Ah. Yes, make it a combo, please.
Anything else?
No, that's everything. Thank you.
Perfect! You did it!
Did you notice something?
Mark didn't pretend to understand.
That's exactly what confident English speakers do.
If you don't hear something,
Don't guess. Guessing can get you the wrong meal. Or 3 extra side dishes you never wanted.
exactly.
Let's look at those survival phrases one more time.
Phrase number 1. I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
Use this whenever someone speaks too fast or the place is noisy.
It's polite. It's natural. Native speakers say it all the time.
Phrase number 2. Is that a combo?
A combo usually means the main food, plus fries, plus a drink, for one price.
And sometimes it's cheaper than buying everything separately.
Phrase number 3. That's everything.
This tells the worker, I finished ordering.
It's short, it's polite, and you'll hear it everywhere.
Restaurants,
Coffee shops,
food courts,
pretty much anywhere you order food. Let's pause.
if these practical tips are helping you, hit the subscribe button right now.
We want to help you reach your English goals every single week.
And let's have some fun. Comment burger below if you're still with us.
We always love reading your comments.
And tell us, what's your favorite burger topping?
Mine changes every week.
Mine never changes.
Really?
Extra cheese every single time.
I knew you were going to say that. Okay. The ordering is finished.
Easy, right?
Not so fast.
There's another challenge waiting.
Paying.
That comes to $15.50. Tap here, please.
Is it asking for a pin?
Tap Mark. In Canada, you'll hear people say tap here.
Tap.
Tap your card. Just tap. You can tap to pay. It's one of the most common expressions you'll hear while shopping. After a few days in Canada, you'll probably start saying it too. Now, look for the wave symbol. Just touch your card there.
Does this machine take tap?
Yes, just tap the screen.
Uh-oh. Now what? There are no empty tables.
We have to scout for a table.
Scout for a table?
To scout means to look around carefully. You're searching. You're watching. You're trying to find the best place. Look for someone who is packing up their tray.
Is it okay to stand near them?
Yes, just give them space. When they leave, you can claim the spot. Just remember, always be polite. Don't rush people. Give them enough space to finish. Then take the table after they've left. Look! Those people are leaving. Let's go!
Finally! We found a table.
Mark made it through the ordering.
He survived the noisy food court.
He ordered confidently.
He paid without any problems.
So he's finished, right?
Not even close.
There is one final lesson that surprises thousands of visitors every year.
And it has nothing to do with English grammar.
It's all about culture.
Knowing the language is important.
But knowing what people expect is just as important.
Let's see what happens.
Mark and Jesse finish eating.
That was the best burger ever. And the poutine was incredible. Okay, let's go shopping.
Stop, Mark. You forgot something.
What's wrong?
Jesse, look around. See everyone else? They are carrying their trays to the tray station.
Wait, I have to clean the table?
Yes! In Canada, we bus our own tables. You sort your garbage, recycling, and compost, then stack the tray. If you leave it, it's considered very rude.
Oh no. I almost embarrassed myself. I'm glad you told me.
This is such an important cultural tip. In many Canadian food courts, customers clean up after themselves. That doesn't mean you need to make the table perfect. It simply means you don't leave your tray behind. Take your tray to the tray station, throw away your garbage, recycle the items that can be recycled, put compost in the compost bin if there is one, and leave the table ready for the next person. It's quick, it's respectful, and everyone appreciates it.
I love that. Plus, the next hungry customer will silently thank you. One more thing. I need to find the toilet?
Mark, we are in Canada. Remember?
Ah. Where is the washroom?
Perfect. You sound like a local now.
Here's another useful expression.
Jesse said, bus our own tables.
The verb to bus a table means clearing dishes and trays after a meal.
In a full-service restaurant, the staff usually bus the tables.
But in many food courts, customers bus their own tables.
You'll hear this expression often in North America.
This is one of the biggest vocabulary differences visitors notice.
In Canada, people usually say washroom.
You'll also hear restroom in the United States.
And in some places, people simply say bathroom.
Even if there isn't a bath inside.
That's true!
So if you're shopping in Canada, you ask, "Where's the washroom?"
That's the phrase you'll hear most often. And now Mark knows it too.
Thank you so much, Jesse, for today. First, I learned how to order. Then I learned how to pay. Then I learned the food court rules. And now I even know how to ask for the washroom.
Mark, it was a really fun day for me too. You're learning fast.
Next time, you'll be teaching someone else. That's exactly the goal.
Every new phrase makes you more confident.
And every cultural tip makes your English sound more natural.
But before we finish, let's see if you remember everything you've learned today.
What a journey!
We started outside the food court.
And now Mark knows exactly how to eat like a local in Canada.
Not bad for one lunch.
And now it's your turn. Let's lock everything into your memory one last time.
Let's do a final slow and easy recap.
Ready?
Let's go! Seating area.
Where you eat.
The restaurants are different, but everyone shares the seating area.
Scout.
Look around carefully to find a table.
Claim.
Take the table after it becomes available.
Tray station.
Where you take your mess.
Excellent! 4 useful expressions you'll hear in real Canadian food courts.
Now let's review the ordering phrases one more time.
Could you repeat that? Use it when someone speaks too quickly.
Or when it's noisy.
Is that a combo?
Ask this when you're ordering food.
That's everything.
Use it when you finished ordering.
3 simple phrases. That will make your English sound much more natural. And our 3 bonus phrases. Instead of I want, say, could I have, please?
It sounds much more polite. And it's what native speakers say every day.
Instead of where is the toilet, say, where is the washroom?
That's the expression you'll hear all across Canada.
Instead of I pay now, say, I'll tap.
Short. Natural. Very Canadian. Okay.
Quick challenge.
Can you remember all of these without looking?
How do you politely order a burger?
Could I have a burger, please?
Perfect.
What do you say if you can't hear the worker?
Could you repeat that?
Excellent.
And what do Canadians usually call the toilet?
The washroom.
Fantastic! You're already sounding more natural.
Practice right now. Write 1 sentence in the comments using the word combo. We read them all.
Seriously. We love reading your examples.
Some of them even make us laugh.
And don't worry if you make mistakes. That's how you improve.
Okay, before we wrap it up, let's answer 2 questions from the beginning. Question 1. If someone says, "Excuse me, where is the washroom?" do you know what they are actually asking for? What is the answer?
In Canada, we don't say toilet. We say washroom. Question 2. What is the one thing almost every tourist does wrong at a food court that will actually embarrass you the moment you do it?
The answer is, leave your empty tray on the table. We bus our own tables. You must take your tray to the tray station.
If you enjoyed today's lesson,
Give this video a like.
share it with a friend who's learning English. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a new lesson.
Thank you so much for spending your time with us today.
We really appreciate every single one of you. Until next time, keep practicing. We'll see you in the next lesson.
Bye, everyone.
Bye!